welcome back to my channel. I am the Sweetwater Goddess, and I'm going to give you guys a reading for today from the Starseed Oracle deck to help us stay grounded in our spirituality. Let's see what the universe wants us to know today. Peace and blessings to Archangel Michael. Please protect my sacred space as I do this tarot card reading or oracle card reading for the collective energies of Lightworkers and Starseeds. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, let's start here. This one says, fall into my arms. So I recommend you get this deck because there's exercises that you're supposed to follow. So when this card comes up, you're supposed to put this to your chest. And it helps absorb, from my perspective, unwanted or energies that's no longer serving your highest and greater good. So they want you to fall into my arms. So let's read this out of the book. Number 66. Okay. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating. When your soul remembers the oneness of Source, but at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of our life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. I think some of us are really carrying some burdens right now, and the Great Mother of the Universe wants us to lay our burdens on her altar. So you have to get this card, and in the book it tells you to place this card on a portal. So right here in the middle of the chest, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. Ashe. And this card is already absorbing some heat. So obviously I had some things I was holding on to too. So the next card, Lightworkers, is You're Being Called. This is a really beautiful card. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Soul gifts and training. So some of us have more spiritual training to do. Some of us have to master our soul's gifts that we have, because we all came to the earth plane with spiritual tools and gifts by the Most High, the Source, to be successful on earth. So it's time for us to really master those gifts, and it's also time for spiritual training. So it's time for us to make sure we're staying grounded in opening and activating our 7 chakras in our bodies. You need to activate your third eye, because I'm telling you right now, there's some shit going down in the clouds. I saw a video, first it started a couple days ago. I got a card in this deck about connecting with whales and okras and elders. So I looked up Syrian and the Dogon tribes. I know I watched a documentary years ago, and the Dogon tribe members were speaking to serious amphibian star beings in water. Like they were staying at the edge of a cliff, and down below was water, and the serious star beings were telling all the Dogon tribe all the mysteries and, you know, their knowledge they have of Sirius. So I started digging and I found some more information. And apparently, these amphibian Sirius beings are called anomals, and they're from the Nyan Tolo star. That's part of the Sirius star system. And then this morning, a video came on YouTube for me to watch, a suggested video, and this lady is recording the sky with her iPhone 8, and she attaches a lens to it, and she's taking photos of the sky, and she's like, there's a hella starships in the sky right now. They hide behind the clouds. So I'm not really sure what's going on in the universe right now, but it's time for all of us to kind of step it up in case there's like a full-fledged starship war on the earth plane. Like, be prepared. It's just that time of energy that we all need to be prepared for whatever else might want to happen in this lifetime for us. And yeah, it's really time for us to step it up, stay grounded in our spirituality. It's time for deeper levels of spiritual awakening. Like, every day, try to learn something new in regards to spirituality, in regards to researching different star systems in the universe, different star beings, different dimensions, all that shit. Like, it's just that time. So the next card says, forge, don't follow. So right now, make sure you're staying grounded and being true to who you are. Everybody's unique in this lifetime. Don't be a copycat. It's time to release being a follower and stay grounded in creating your own path in life. And this card wants to encourage you to be the leader that you never had, or be the leader that you wish you had in your lifetime. So be the best leader, the best mother, the best father that you wish you would have had. Be the best sibling, whatever it is. Every relationship, just try to be the best at what you do. So the Palladian energy is here again. So they want us to remind us that we're here to help you visualize what you should be doing next in your life. We are going through a transitional phase on the earth plane. The Palladian beings are here to let us know that they can help us visualize our next big idea. So try to connect with the Palladian star system. You can one way you can connect with them is to light a light candle and say, I call on peace and blessings to the collective energies of the Palladian star system. And then whatever else you want to say after that, that's on you. They want to help us vision, they want to help us visualize what we're supposed to be doing next. And they want to help give us creative ideas. So connect with the Palladian energy to start visualizing your highest and best self, what you should be doing next in your career, whatever it may be. It's the 7-star system. So I need to read this from the book. But the 7 stars, what is it? The 7-star sisters energy is here. They're all about birthing new creations. Birth, actually, too. Tapestry of life, expression. So let's read this from the book. Okay, the 7-star sisters. There are new creations that want to be born. Beauty that's yearning to be woven. New consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. I'm sorry, but this feels like an actual birth, so somebody may be expecting, or maybe someone's gonna have a baby soon. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. See, midwife, so maybe you might have a doula type of pregnancy and delivery. That's pretty dope. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity. And yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. That's very profound. It says so the Starseed Inquiry question in the book is asking, what new creations are you being called to birth? You need to think about that. That's a question for all you Starseeds and Lightworkers. What creative seeds are you being called to birth or create? Wow. What other messages do you have for us today, please, Archangel Michael? For the Lightworkers, Starseeds. What other messages do you have for us today, please? Water your garden. So you need to hydrate. Collective energies. Make sure you're staying on top of your water. Make sure you're staying hydrated. They want you to nourishment. They want you to nourish and take care of your body more. This is all about body care, self-care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, so right now we're taking this downtime to eat healthy, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, try to exercise in the house, get a yoga mat, just do light exercises if you can, inside, stretch, make sure you're taking your vitamins. They want us to be in that space. I wonder what it says in the book too. Hold on 1 second. 120. Earth is this is a water garden explanation in the book. So Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're in a seasonal being. It talks about cycles. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel. So this is definitely a self-care card. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. The way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more and more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How you're being called to put on the brakes. They want you to rest, restore, and rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. What is your body yearning for? Is the question in the book. Are you intuitively feeling like you need to take a salt bath? Are you feeling drawn to go outside and lay in the sun? So pay attention to your inner feelings and signs like within yourself. All right, 3 more cards, please, beloved Archangel Michael, of advice for the collective energies. This is 2. This card says a great severing, Mars energy. So be careful. There's still conflicting energy around you guys. This card says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So you might have if you know you're a divine feminine and you have a karmic partner that still wants to try to attack you, she's still doing it. Please ground yourself, surround yourself with angels of love and peace. Protect yourself with Archangel Michael to help stop the war. Cut cords of conflict. Cut the cord of war being sent to you by your karmic partner, because we're not doing this in the 5D earth. We are focusing on our higher selves, ascension, our soul purpose, and we're going to stay there, divine feminines. So ask Archangel Michael, even if it's not a karmic romantic partner, it could be friends, family, whatever negative energy is coming into your life that's causing conflict. Ask Archangel Michael to cut that damn cord, because we're not doing this. Okay, we're staying grounded in peace, love, and harmony on the new 5D earth. Perspective is the next card. None of this shit matters, it says. Zoom out, common ground. None of this matters anymore. I think the earth is changing. So a lot of things on earth is not going to matter anymore. Doesn't matter. One perspective could be, you're going through a shift right now and the government stimulus check is delayed. Y'all said April 6th. Now it's April 22nd. Well, I'm not paying nobody's rent till I get some type of stimulus check around here. Because none of this shit matters. What you gonna do, landlord? You gonna take me to court? Court's closed. There are no evictions. None of this matters right now. The whole world is changing. This one says star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Call in support from other star systems. It's time to work with other star systems. You have the archangels, you have the Pleiades, you have Sirius star system. What else? There's a lot more. Octurians. There's so many more star beings out there that I need to familiarize myself with too. Let's read Star Family from the book. Let's see what they have to say. Star Family, 108. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Wow. So all souls at one point were a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with each other. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you're with them. You feel more yourself with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror, because in a way you are. Twin flame. Often, you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or a soul breaking occurs. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family, or you're about to. So yeah, that sounds like someone who met their twin flame. You might be separated, but you guys, just keep in mind that you all guys are still a star family. because you're the same soul split in two. So instantly this made me think of twin flame connections, especially when it starts talking about it looks like you're looking in the mirror. So yeah, sometimes when you're in a twin flame separation, you guys mirror each other. That's all about the twin flame journey. So even if it's just friends too, from another perspective, it could be a soul star family connection with a friend. That could be your soulmate too. Friends, best friends, your family. So this wants to remind us that we're all part of a team of souls. Try to connect with each other in the 5D realm if you can. And the Starseed Inquiry question in the book says, who do you think is from your same star family as you? How can you call upon them for support? You can pray for them. That's how you can, I think that's the best way to give a certain star family or connection or being support, is to pray for them. So keep your soul family, your star family in your prayers. I hope today's messages help to enlighten you in some type of way. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Peace and love.